won't you pour me another? I'm going in, so wish me good luck. Yeah, gotta put on my favorite song. I need a boost.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I take my pictures. So I know a lot of you guys are wondering what stuff I use to take my pictures and everything like that. So today I'm going to be showing you basically everything from start and then the whole process that goes into all my photography. But before we get on to this video, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel by clicking that red button down below. So hit that subscribe button and now let's get on to the video. Alright, so this is my camera bag. I really like this camera bag because I feel like most bags that they have for cameras are super masculine and they aren't very cute, I guess you could say. So my mom found this company, it's called Kamri Noel, and they have super cute bags. I'm gonna show you guys everything that I have in here that I use. Basically, it has a lot of front pockets. I just use this typically when I travel for like my tickets or I don't know, chapstick, stuff like that. So I don't typically use these for actual camera stuff, except for there's one kind of hidden pocket right here. Super helpful. I normally stick like my books or homework in there. So this is kind of the basic gist of everything that I use that's right here. So I have it arranged to the way that I like to use it right now. So the camera that I use is called a 5D Mark III. And by the way, I am a Canon user. I know a lot of people are Nikon now, but I've always been Canon. I've only tried Nikon once, and that was in my Georgia Matter collab thing. So that was the first time I ever tried it, but I do have to say I am a loyal Canon user. And then I also have this cute camera strap right here. We got a few of these camera straps from a place on Etsy. I don't even really know what shop it was called, but I'm sure you could just look up camera straps or something and you can find something very similar to it. So that's the camera body that I use, but the lens that I really typically love using is the 50. So this is the 50mm. I like this one because it's super small and easy to travel with, but it is also a phenomenal lens. And then I'm going to show you guys this camera. This is the camera that I actually started photography on. I guess I technically started on my phone, but this is the first DSLR that I actually got. It's a Canon 60D, and this is a great beginner camera. So anybody who's looking to get into photography, I definitely recommend this camera. It actually has a flip out little thing, which is why I think we originally bought it. It was actually for the twins when they first started YouTube so that they could film their own videos. But then we just rolled over to the 5D. And then just some other accessories that I have. I have this mic right here. I only use this when I'm doing video. I don't like using it when I'm doing pictures. And then I have this little tripod here. This is for GoPros or phones or anything like that. And then of course I have my typical camera battery charger. Never forget this when you're traveling. If you forget this, that is super bad. And then I have backup batteries just in case I lose one, or I've had crazy things happen like lens caps fly off shark boats in Africa and stuff like that. So I just make sure that I have backups of lens caps and batteries in here. And then I have this little, I don't even know really what this is called. It's used so that the card from the camera can go straight into my computer, and then I can just upload the pictures straight away and start editing. And then something that I always just have in here, and those are just my headphones. These are super nice headphones, they're noise canceling. Me and the twins got them for Christmas. And then of course most camera bags do have this, but this just has a little computer pocket in the back where I use to keep my computer so that when I'm done with the pictures I can just edit them really quickly and then I can send them to whoever needs them. So today I'm going to be taking Brooklyn, and we're going to be taking pictures kind of in all different locations that you guys probably would be taking pictures of, whether that's outside or inside or by window or anything like that. I'm going to show you a whole bunch of tips and tricks. But the camera that I will be using today is my trusty 5D with the 50. So this is actually the camera that will be taken to take all these pictures that you will see later in the video. So let's go take all those pictures. So we are in our first location. The first tip I want to say is to make sure you know what your model is going to be wearing. Sometimes it's good not to have ideas of what you want, but for some photo shoots you kind of want to know what you're looking for so you can have the model match
plan it out.
Yeah, so for us today we're doing a lot of different locations and we don't really know exactly what we're going to run into with lighting and stuff like that. So I had her do kind of a neutral color, so she's just in white and then just has a pop of red because red typically goes with a lot of stuff. Also, if you have any adjustments like this to take off, you can do that right before the shoot. So we are in our first location. We use this location.
We use this every single time.
For any picture, we try to have a natural light source coming in. So you always want to have your model facing the light. Never have the camera facing the light or your picture will be super overexposed.
Or the light behind your model. That is called being backlit.
Yeah. And that's not what you want. It's super hard to fix post-editing and stuff like that. First things first, Brooklyn is pretty experienced in modeling, so she kind of knows the rules. But if you are a beginning photographer and you're just working with, I don't know, siblings or something like that, the #1 rule for models is just anytime time they hear the camera click to do something different. And it doesn't have to be like super posed, it can just be natural. I find that natural poses typically make the best pictures. So just kind of tell them to move around as much as they feel natural and just as much as possible. Alright, I definitely got some of that. So let's go on to the next location and kind of prop that we're gonna go through.
He's the best model.
He's ready.
I'm just the accessory.
Yeah, you know how to pose.
You
don't
work that camera, man. You work it.
So we're in our next location, and this is our garage.
This is Bailey and I's like Instagram background.
So now that we're outside, I kind of want to give you guys the good times for taking pictures. So the best times to shoot, at least here, are typically around anywhere from 9 to 11 o'clock in the morning.
Or 5 to 7
Yeah.
at night.
Yeah, at night. There's a really loud plane out here right now.
It's called like the golden hour when you can get at either the sun rising or the sun setting because it's not direct sunlight, so it's not gonna like blow you out and it's not super hot.
So around noon is definitely not the best place or time to take pictures unless you're looking for super like a certain aesthetic.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you don't want to shoot around that time of the day. My tip for the models again is to never have them flat against the background. Always, if they're flat against the background, they have no depth of field and it doesn't look super great. So just have them step forward, probably about there is probably
Foot or
good.
two, usually.
Yeah, you're probably a little bit too far. You can be right there. Yep. And for this one, we're going to be working with a moving model. So Brady right now, he's not even moving
chill.
right now.
He's chill
He's
right
not
now.
moving a lot right now. But he is pretty unpredictable. You never know what you're really going to get. So I'm going to be working with a faster shutter here. So your shutter speed is basically the amount of light that's coming into the camera, and a faster shutter means you can get crisper pictures of things moving. People call it like sport mode, I
It like
guess.
snaps them faster.
I use it when I do my dancing photography, and to be honest, shutter speed is something that's really hard to master. It took me a long time to get it down, and it's okay if they're blurry the first few times. You'll get it down. Oh, squirrel! Just let him go chase the squirrel. Sometimes props just don't work out.
So high, I'm floating, I'm shining in my prime. Stop rolling over.
There you go!
Take my crown.
We had to change props in the middle, except for now look at him!
Look at him.
Now he wants to be in the photo.
Now we can take pictures.
Yeah, now he's being super cute. Ready!
I'll be tapping off the ground. Can't take my crown.
Scanning location, getting ideas. I've been down here before, so I kind of know ideas of places. Like we've been on this white wall before and stuff like that, and I know these stairs are here. But I'm getting ideas of kind of with what she's wearing, what I want the aesthetic to be, and stuff like that. Look at that, you find stuff everywhere. Look at the cute little dogs. For this one right here, because she has kind of stuff in the background, I'm going to do a smaller aperture, which basically means the background is fuzzy. So the bigger the number, basically the deeper the depth of field, and the smaller the number, the shallower the depth of field is. So another trick I have specifically for this one, and when you're shooting dancers, this is a big one for when you're shooting dancers, is to always shoot in the light. So you want your subject to be in the sky or somewhere that there's space. So there's a little bit of sky, so I'm going to try to get a little bit lower so I can get her head in the sky, and I'll see if I can get it. Yeah, there you go. There's your dancing right there.
I'll be tapping off the ground. Can't take my crown.
So this is a pretty good location here because I can basically use any of the space to my advantage. So I got a super wide one, and then I got a medium, and then I did some more headshot type things with the light and stuff over here. So make sure you just get a wide variety of angles and things because things tend to look differently on the computer or on your phone than they do on the actual camera. So just get a lot of varieties and stuff so you can actually find one that you like.
If you stop believing we're meant to be expanding.
We just found the coolest spot. I've been down here so many times, and this tree is raining on me. I've never seen this spot before. But look at how cool this is. It's like industrial vintage. Because like it has these pipes, it's the bars, and then it has all the wood. But there's some really cool stuff down there too. So just remember, anytime you change spots, to reset your settings. That's the biggest thing you can do, because if you don't reset your settings and you move locations, most of the time those pictures are not going to be usable because the settings don't typically transfer over. So make sure you always take a testing shot at each new location so that you can see if you like the way that the lighting is looking. So another trick that I have is to put stuff in the foreground. It'll most of the time be blurry, but it adds just kind of another prop to the lighting and just the picture in general. It kind of adds just more complex setting. It's something that I use a lot, whether it's just flowers or I'm using this handlebar right now. So they can add some really cool things to your picture. Just remember to always move slow. You can take your time in each position, in each setting. There's a lot of stuff that we can do just in this one door frame, especially with all this landscape that we have. So just take your time, and any idea that pops in your head, just go for it. It might turn out super cool even if it sounds totally crazy. So I like this location because a lot of people probably would not look at this for pictures. Most people wouldn't see a rustic door as a photo opportunity, but to me, I really like kind of random things and making it look like a super aesthetic. Sometimes you can use weird lighting to your advantage. I know a lot of people use it for golden hour specifically, but sometimes natural light, it can look super cool if you can get the lighting just right. Alright, it's super hot in the sunlight. I don't know if some of those work. It's a little bit harder because it is like basically.
Sometimes it's in post even.
Yeah, sometimes you have to mess around with it in Photoshop a little bit. So this is definitely one that everything will probably come into it a lot more than the other ones. This one's hard because it's so light and so dark that the contrast is pretty hard to nail. But we'll see if I can get that in Photoshop. If not, it was fun to mess around. Thank you guys so much for watching kind of this, I guess, tutorial of all my camera tips and tricks. If you guys want to see another video kind of like this, make sure you tell us in the comments down below. And also make sure you subscribe to my channel by clicking that little button down there. And you can also check out my videos from last week by clicking over here. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye!
Let's turn up the love.